Good morning, girls. Um, I am not feeling the best this morning, but I still got my workout in, and I actually read the chapters in this book last night, just so I could kind of sleep on it a little bit. Because I seriously, the girl that wrote this book, I think she just like got into my brain and wrote a book about my life because I mean, every word. We're still like on part one, and I'm just like, everything she's saying, I'm like, that is me, that is me, that is me. So it's been really good. So this is like the next three little chapters within part one. So we're still in part one here. If you are following along, if you're not, guys, you gotta get it. This book, it's so good. I'll show it to you again. I took the cover off again, but present over perfect. It'll change your life. Okay. So in these next couple ones, she's just talking about, I mean, obviously continuing on the theme of like doing 8 million things all the time and feeling as though you have to do them perfect and you have to prove to people that you can handle it and that you can do it and that you're strong and there's nothing wrong with being a strong woman, but there comes a point to where you just hit your capacity and you're sacrificing other things in order just to get these things done that you feel like you need to get done. So I just want to read a couple of things out of here and then I'll kind of expand on it. But she said, "Oh, the things I did to my body and my spirit in order to maintain my reputation as a high capacity person. Oh, the moments I missed with people I love because I was so very committed to being known as the strongest of the strong. Oh, the quiet moments alone with God I sacrificed in order to cross a few things off the to-do list that I worshiped." She said, "When you devote yourself to being known as the most responsible person anyone knows, more and more people call on you to be that highly responsible person." And that, like, oh my gosh, that is like exactly where I've been and where I'm at. I find myself at sometimes because I like pride myself on like being responsible. Because there are a lot of people around me too that just, a lot of my friends and stuff, they just are not like that so much. And it's totally true. Because I put that reputation upon myself, a lot of people ask me, and I'm just speaking from experience. I'm not speaking from like a place of pride at all. I'm just like observing and like finally realizing this. But like a lot of people ask me to do things because they know that I'll get it done and they know if I say I'm going to get it done by a certain time, I will, and I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And there is nothing wrong with that. That's actually great. That's a great characteristic to have. But there comes a point in time, and this is what she's talking about in these chapters, where you have got to say no to some things. You can't do everything and do them all well. And a lot of times you're not meant to do everything that you're asked to do. And so, more so recently, I have had to learn that myself. And so, this is kind of good to just like remind me of like, there is nothing wrong with saying no to things. Yes, there are things that you're going to say yes to, and that's awesome. And you're going to help people out. But you have to be like filling yourself up and feeding your own soul in order to like pour out in those yeses. Because if you're not doing that, those yeses, I mean, they might as well be a no. You know what I mean? So just like coming to the realization that it's okay to say no sometimes. And some people are going to be upset about that, especially if you have been a person to always say yes. And now all of a sudden you're kind of saying no to things, they might be upset. But you have to realize that, like, first and foremost, you've got to feed yourself and you've got to take care of yourself. And sometimes no's are important, like, in order to do that. And then one thing she said at the end of this last part that I read that was just like so good. She said, "Draw close to people who honor your no, who cheer you on for telling the truth, who value your growth more than they value their own needs getting met or their own pathologies celebrated." And so I just thought that was so good because if you surround yourself with people who they get it, they care about you and they care about how you grow as a person more than they care about like you doing something for them. And so I guess that's where I have kind of realized really where my true friends are at, because I have a lot of people who ask me to do stuff all the time, and then that's all our friendship ever really amounts to. But the people who actually value you for you, and they see potential in you, and they want you to grow more than they want to get things for themselves. Those are the people that you need to surround yourself with. And if you don't have people like that in your life, go out and find people. Or like I will be that person for you if you don't, because I have just seen the value of that, and that has totally just shaped me as a person. And so that is just so important. So I don't really have any questions for today. I just kind of wanted to share about that. But you guys killed day one. I mean, you guys all killed it. You all did a workout. It was awesome, and I'm so proud. So let's kill day two. And I want to see those meals and those shakes up there today too. So I love you guys.